Probation is usually given for a felony. A felony is a crime typically involving violence regarded as more serious than a misdemeanor, and not murder. But in this case, the judge gives the defendant probation for murder. What would make a mother of 3-year-old boy put out a hit on her ex-boyfriend, the father of her own son? Who would do that? Laura Buckingham, an ex-Marine herself, aged 32 years at the time, and a New Albany cafe owner, decided for herself that she was tired of a custody battle she was engaged in over her son with her ex-boyfriend. She wanted to do something about this. And in these cases, if it doesn't involve money, it involves children, you better watch for your life. For this reason, Laura devised a plan with her new boyfriend now, Joseph Chamberlain, for help in killing her ex, Bradley Sutherland. So she wanted a new guy to kill the old guy. Now Chamberlain, her new boyfriend, incidentally also served in the Marines. And in a totally separate past incident, was seen as one of 4 service members who were urinating on dead Taliban members in an infamous 2012 video. You might have seen this. Yes, I said urinating. It was a black eye and a stain for the United States of America. Now, the 17-second video set off an international sensation when someone posted that clip to YouTube, earning Chamberlain a court-martial and, among other things, a demotion of rank for abuse of power. Chamberlain, he moved on, and he left the military, and he wrote a book entitled Into Infamy, Defending His Conduct in Combat. That's neither here or there. That just shows you where her second boyfriend came from. Now, the fault in this situation is hers and not his. But it was concerning this incident of planning a cold-blooded murder that Chamberlain wanted nothing to do with his girlfriend Buckingham's plot. He didn't want anything to do with it. So he recorded his conversation with her and went to authorities with this. See, to save yourself, it's best to tell authorities and not to go down with her, because you're going to jail. And in a lot of these cases, the guy ends up in jail with the women for no good reason. On these tapes, his girlfriend Buckingham, also a Marine, like I said before, she was a veteran, she told him she wanted Sutherland to go away and suggested that since Chamberlain was in the military, maybe he had some friends that might do this for him. So if you can't kill him, maybe you can find somebody else to kill him. So she wanted him to go to the graveyard to die. After Chamberlain took these tapes to local authorities, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation launched a sting operation now, with a member of the team going undercover. So she needed a hitman, they're going to give her a hitman. This agent for the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation posed as the hitman to kill her ex-boyfriend in this situation. He was going to make her problem go away. She told the pretend hitman that I want him gone. You see, I want him gone. So this means death. They need to capture that on tape. I want him out of the picture, she said. So Buckingham then gave the agent $3,000 to kill Sutherland. It's pretty cheap to kill somebody. The average hitman charges anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000. But I guess today you get it for $3,000 if you have a Walmart coupon and an off day and weekend sale. Anyways, Sutherland, her ex-boyfriend, then 31 years of age at the time, who was from Indiana but lives in Louisville, Kentucky, cooperated with cops to stage photos of his death. And you've seen this before. People have staged photos of their death and helped the cops out in capturing somebody. And so they did this inside a parking garage before the hitman reportedly returned to show the pictures to Buckingham. This is your husband? I'm sorry, this is your ex-boyfriend? You don't have to worry about him anymore. He's gone. He's out of the picture, just like you wanted. Her ex-boyfriend had this to say about the entire sordid incident, though. And I quote, "When they brought me down to the police station and told me about this, the first thing I said is, I'm being punked." He thought he was being punked. Where are the cameras? This got to be on TV. This can't be real. I know this woman didn't set out to kill me. But he would be wrong. And when he found out about the fee his ex-girlfriend allegedly paid to have him killed, Sutherland added, "Are you effing kidding me? My life is only worth $3,000? He felt the same way I did. $3,000? Come on. But what is worse for Sutherland is not the price of his life, but that the mother of his child let a man she thought was an assassin near her son. He thought this was worse than anything. Worse than losing his own life. He says, when the guy went to show the photos of my dead body, my son was right there, he added. His son was right there in the room. So mom, I guess, did not have the kid's best interest in mind. The fact that she would let a hired killer into the house while my son is there hurts me more than taking an attempt on my life.
You're watching MNN, the Men's Channel.
Buckingham was originally charged with first-degree attempted murder, which was amended in June of 2016 to charge the solicitation to commit first-degree murder. She had previously released in March of 2016 on a $150,000 cash surety bond and ordered not to leave the state. Now, when they actually caught her, when they know she was after her, she fled the state. So this time, they ordered her not to leave the state. Buckingham pleaded guilty in Rowan County Circuit Court in Tennessee to the admitted charge, which was a Class B felony that could carry between, listen to this, 8 and 30 years in prison. See, attempted murder is the same thing as murder when the results are going to be the same. Now, the plea recommends a 10-year sentence, all of which was suspended to probation and 500 hours of community service, with no less than 50 hours a year. 50 here, 50 there, over 10 years, you see. It also stipulates that she is not to have contact with other parties in the case, and as a U.S. Marine, comply with all recommendations of the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, or what you known as VA. I'm a veteran myself. I wish you weren't in my group. So she'll serve no jail time for what Rowan County prosecutors called a murder for hire plot, which was foiled by a former Marine sniper, her current boyfriend, who turned Buckingham in when she asked for his help. Good man, good man. Because a lot of guys are dead in the past because of some girlfriend's request. What do you think males are killing males? In some cases, just girlfriends assigning them, go kill this guy. Criminal Court Judge Jeffrey Wicks sentenced her to 10 years probation for solicitation of first-degree murder, as I said before. Now, how you can get that for solicitation of murder is beyond me, because it just does not make any conscionable sense to let somebody go in this, and then you go to jail longer for a jaywalking ticket and 2 overdue library books at the library. What is up with that? I mean, even her current boyfriend thought that this pretend Susie Homemaker was dangerous. Why? If he thought she was dangerous, then why would the court think otherwise? Mr. Chamberlain admits that he went to authorities, right? Because he began to fear for himself and his children. So he had children around this woman after the scheme was hatched. Chamberlain had only been with her for about a year. So they'd only been together for about a year. And in that time period, she had gotten pregnant with his baby, quit her job at a bakery in another state, moved over to his apartment from her own hometown. She was going to live off of him. And while you're at it, do me a favor, kill my ex-boyfriend. But even worse than that, since moving to Tennessee, Buckingham had also been driving to Louisville every Sunday to exchange custody of her son with her ex-boyfriend. So we have what's called a motive, right? Now, in every murder case or attempted murder case, there's a motive. Whether the motive makes sense or not, this is up to the person. So she complained that the drive had been a financial burden and feared that Sutherland might fight for full custody instead of just partial custody. So a lot of women do not like to share their children with other men that they created them with, or money with other men, and even if it's the guy's own salary. This, among many of her other excuses, is why she wanted Sutherland dead, and then to have Chamberlain take the fall for it if something did go wrong. I'm sorry, baby, I am not going down for you. After she was released to probation, an order of protection had been issued against Buckingham for both Chamberlain, her current boyfriend, and Sutherland, her former, or what you call ex-boyfriend. For her part in a murder for hire scheme, here's what she had to say. And it's funny to the end. And I quote, I ordered a hit on my ex-boyfriend while I was in the middle of a PTSD breakdown, she says. The time of the event to me is foggy and memories are slim. It wasn't slim when you was planning it. Now, I know a lot of people that may have PTSD, but this is not one of them in ordering somebody else's hit. They usually assault somebody. Now, the post-traumatic stress disorder was part of her story from pretty much the beginning of the criminal case, but only after she was caught. So if they ever catch you, PTSD, I was abused when I was a child, my cat ran away, didn't have enough Oreo cookies when I was a kid. So until next time we bring you guys one of these cases, enjoy your day. And watch out. Somebody might just get probation for attempted murder. See you again next time.